Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the questions which were asked in the ISAT practice test series 2, and these are the questions for biology. So let us look at the first question, question number 15. In this, identify cell organelles L and M and select correct options related to their functions in a cell. So there are different cell organelles are given here, but two of them are labeled as L and M. And there are various options regarding their function has been mentioned over here, the functions of L and the functions of M, and we have to choose the correct option from that. Okay, very simple. But before answering these ones, okay, so let us look at what these organelles are. So that will simplify the things, okay. So if you can see here, so this is a typical structure of a plant cell, okay, because the major portion of the cell is occupied by a big vacuole, and fortunately that is labeled as M. So this one is going to therefore be the vacuole, okay. And L, as you can see, okay, so these are the structures which have been originated from the kind of products, those are going from the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so there is something going from the endoplasmic reticulum and fusing with the structure of that. Okay, so if we increase this one, okay, thus if we make it the bigger one, so this is clearly visible, as you can see. So this is what is Golgi bodies. So this is definitely Golgi. Okay, because the products of endoplasmic reticulum, which are the vesicles from the endoplasmic reticulum, they go and fuse with the Golgi complex, and that is what is being highlighted here. Okay, so let us, as we know that what is the function of the Golgi complex and what is the function of vacuoles. So let us understand, look at the options given here. L stands for your Golgi. So let's look at the function of L. Formation of lysosomes. Does Golgi form the lysosomes or not? What is the function of Golgi complex? Golgi complex helps in the post-translational modification of proteins and lipids. Usually proteins and lipids are synthesized by endoplasmic reticulum, right? Rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of proteins. Smooth-walled endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of lipids, and both of them will go and be processed further. Okay, they will undergo a reaction called as glycosylation, and that reaction occurs inside the Golgi complex. It starts in the endoplasmic reticulum, but it is completed in the Golgi complex, and this protein is now the functional protein or functional lipid. And as we know that the products of Golgi complex, when they bud off, when they are removed in the form of vesicles, these small vesicles which are released from Golgi complex, they will fuse to produce the lysosomes. That is why the lysosomes contains all the digestive hydrolytic enzymes. Okay, so therefore this first option is going to be correct. Okay, so let us look at the corresponding option in the M for vacuole. Maintains the cell turgidity or cell turgor. Turgidity means because it is increasing, because the turgor pressure increases when there is water content inside the cell is going to be increased, and it creates a pressure. Okay, so the cell is kind of at a expanded state, because as we know that the fluid which is present inside, because what is the content of vacuole? Vacuole contains a lot of excretory products, cell sap, high amount of salt and all those things. And when these materials will be there inside the vacuole, the water potential is going to decrease. As the water potential will decrease, what will happen? So water from cytoplasm will move in. So as water from cytoplasm will move inside, the size of the vacuole is going to increase, and when the size is going to increase, it will always keep the cell in a turgid state, in the expanded state. Okay, so that is why always this answer is going to be the correct option. So this is correct and this is correct. Okay, so the option therefore A is the correct answers. But let us just look at, okay, whether other options are correct or incorrect. Okay, synthesis of lipids. L doesn't help in the synthesis of lipids. It helps in the modification of lipids. Synthesis of lipids, as I said, happens in smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So this is therefore incorrect. Okay. Digestion of foreign materials. Okay, the digestion of foreign materials happen in lysosome. So therefore these options are also incorrect. Synthesis of protein. Synthesis of proteins again takes place in rough walled endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so this is also incorrect. Okay, so the correct option is option A. Let's move ahead to the next question. So the next question, which of the following is the correct matching of enzyme with its function? Okay, so there are several enzymes are given in the enzyme section and their functions are highlighted over here, and we have to choose the correct enzyme with respect to what is the function it carry out in the cell. Lactase, as the name suggests, because always the enzyme names are very simple. Okay, because the way it has been always created, okay, or given, either the reaction it carries out. So lactase means it must be helping to break down lactose, right? And we know that lactose as a sugar is a mixture of glucose and galactose. Two different monosaccharides are combined to produce this disaccharide lactose. Okay. So here what it's saying, it helps in the conversion of lactose to glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose is sucrose, not lactose. Okay, so therefore this option is the incorrect option. Okay, even if the substrate it has given correct, it works on lactose, right? Lactase works on lactose, but the product it produces, not glucose and fructose, actually it produces galactose. Glucose and galactose. If glucose and galactose would have been given here, then option A would have been correct, but it is incorrect right now. Sucrase converts sucrose into glucose and galactose. Again, as I said, sucrose is a mixture of what? Glucose and fructose. Okay, sucrose is the sugar that we consume. Okay, and it's a mixture of glucose and fructose. So here it is also wrong. Trypsin. So trypsin converts peptones into amino acids. So trypsin is a digestive enzyme. Yes, and that is mostly present in the small intestine. Okay, and it converts peptones into amino acids. Yes, peptones are small protein fragments, and these small protein fragments are converted into amino acid because amino acids are combined together to produce proteins. So definitely when trypsin is working on peptones, it will produce amino acids. So this is the correct answer. Look at the fourth option. Lipase converts fatty acids into fats and glycerol. Fatty acid is the outcome of the hydrolysis of fat. So fat is the complex molecule. So fat constitute fatty acid plus glycerol. But here the choice, whatever the option that is given here, it is saying that fatty acids are converted into fats and glycerol. That is not possible, right? So fatty acid and glycerol together form the fats. Okay, so let's move to the third question. Okay, so there is a Venn diagram given over here. There are different labelings. Okay, and we have to select the correct pair from the options given here. Okay, so Q represents a unicellular organism and R represents a organism which reproduces by budding. Okay, budding is an extension produced by the organism, and that bud comes up and produces a new organism altogether. And P is an organism which is unicellular and reproduces by budding. And the only one unicellular organism which reproduces by budding is, we know that, yeast. So Hydra, it's a multicellular organism and it reproduces by budding. but the only anhydra is multicellular and yeast is unicellular. Okay, so option P represents a unicellular organism and which reproduces by budding, and that is therefore the answer is going to be B, because yeast is the only organism which reproduces by budding and that is unicellular. Okay, so this is the correct answer therefore. Let's move to the next questions. Given below are the events of photosynthesis. Identify which of the following is or are not true. It is saying not true. Okay, so we have to find the incorrect options from the 4 options given over here. Okay, so there are different facts about photosynthesis is written. We have to find out the incorrect ones. Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Okay, yes, chlorophyll absorbs the light energy, so this is the correct option, but we have to find the incorrect options. So for us, so this is therefore the incorrect choice, because we cannot choose this one, because we have to choose which is not true, right? So we'll have to cancel this one. The assimilatory power in the form of NADPH and ATP are produced in dark phase. So as we know that photosynthesis constitute 2 phases, the light reaction and the light independent reaction, which is called also as dark reaction. In the light reaction, these energy intermediates are produced. What are these energy intermediates? NADPH and ATP. And these energy intermediates are going to be used in the dark phase. They are not produced. What it is saying that they are produced in the dark phase. They are not produced. They are the products of the light reaction or the light dependent reaction. So this is therefore is going to be the right option for us, as it is incorrect. Okay. Reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate takes place during dark phase. As we know that photosynthesis is an oxidation reduction process in which the water molecule is oxidized. And what does it produce? So during the process of oxidation, it produces molecular oxygen. And the carbon dioxide is reduced at the same time to produce glucose, right? So it is saying reduction of carbon dioxide is taking place, then that is the correct answer, option, into carbohydrate, which is glucose. So glucose is a form of carbohydrate that takes place during the dark phase. Yes, that takes place during the dark phase. So this is also the correct option for us. It is also going to be cancelled out because we have to choose the incorrect options. Okay. IV conversion of chemical energy to radiant energy and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, as I was saying, the oxidation of water molecule takes place, which takes place in the light reaction. But conversion of chemical energy into radiant energy, no, it is the conversion of the radiant energy into the chemical energy, because in the light reaction, what are the chemicals produced? NADPH and ATP, these are the chemicals. So the radiant energy which is coming from the sun will get converted into the chemical energy in the light reaction. Okay, so this is the incorrect option, but for us this is the right choice, right? So we have to select 2 and IV. Okay, so 2 and IV, so this is the option. Okay, option D. Let's move ahead. Select the incorrect match. Option A, asexual reproduction by fragmentation. Yes, fragmentation takes place in Spirogyra. Spirogyra is a multicellular organism which is unbranched filamentous organism. It's an algae, and if some of the filaments break, these filaments will reproduce again by mitosis, and that will produce new organisms. So this is the correct option. So we have to find the incorrect option. So this is the correct option. Asexual reproduction by spore formation in Rhizopus. Rhizopus is bread mold. It is a fungus, and it predominantly reproduces by spore formation in the sporangiophore. Okay, so which produces by spores. Vegetative propagation by stem in case of garlic. Yes, garlic and onion, which are bulbs. So these are modified stem, modified condensed stem actually. and which store food material, and these are also used as propagules because they help in the generation of new individuals. Okay, so this option is also correct. Sexual reproduction by gamete formation in euglena. Euglena is a unicellular eukaryote which is also called as a protista, and that primarily reproduces by asexual reproduction, okay, by binary fission, not by sexual reproduction, which is not known till date. Okay, so this would be the incorrect option therefore. Okay, so this is what is the incorrect option. So this is the answer for question number 19. Let's move ahead. Okay, 20. Okay, so refer to the figure and select the option that correctly matches to W, X, Y and Z to its function. So this is the structure of a male reproductive system of human. Okay, different parts have been highlighted: W, X, Y and Z. So Z will be the testis. Okay, W is the kind of duct that carries the sperms from the testis into the urethra, and X is the prostate gland and Y is the bulbourethral gland. Okay, so these are the different parts of the male reproductive system. Let's look at the options. Those are given here. W, it carries sperm to the urethra. As I said, it's the duct that primarily carries the sperm from the which is produced in the testis into the urethra. Okay, so therefore W carries the sperm to the urethra. Yes, this is the correct option. Okay, so this is going to be the correct option. But let us look at the other options also to validate that we are choosing the right option. Okay, X secretes a slightly acidic fluid that helps in the sperm nourishment. X is the prostate gland. Okay, so prostate gland produces the fluid which is a part of the semen. Okay, but it secretes an alkaline fluid, not a acidic fluid. So therefore this is going to be wrong, because we know that the pH of the female reproductive system, especially the vagina, is going to be very, very low. It's around 4.4 to 4.5 in that range. So it is it's acidic. So therefore what the sperms to be motile, because sperms do not like acidic environment. Okay, if they cannot swim in that acidic environment. So therefore the semen is alkaline, so to counteract or to nullify the low pH in the vagina. Okay, let's look at, so this is therefore the incorrect option. Y secretes nutrient fructose that provides energy to developing sperm. Okay, so this is not, because Y is what? Y is bulbourethral gland. It is accounts for very low amount of secretion, or very low, and this major function is actually it acts as a lubricant. This doesn't actually secrete fructose. Okay, so this option is incorrect. Okay, and Z secretes hormones LH and FSH that help in the sperm formation. LH and FSH, okay, luteinizing hormone and FSH, both are required for the development of sperm. That is correct. But whether these secretes hormones, so whether this is being secreted by the testis, no, it is secreted by the glands. Those are present in the central nervous system. Okay, so so that is not the option. Therefore Z is the incorrect option. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. Okay, refer to the given figure of human digestive system and select the incorrect statement. Okay, so different parts of the digestive system are given here. Y, so Y is the esophagus, and if you look at X will be the liver, and W is going to be the stomach, and Z is the small intestine. Okay, so let's look at the options. Those are given here. Glands present in the wall of W, so W is the stomach, releases inactive protein digesting enzyme pepsinogen. Yes, so pepsinogen is secreted by the walls of the stomach, which is converted into pepsin by the acids which are present, which will also be secreted by the the stomach. So the active form of that enzyme is converted from pepsinogen. So pepsinogen is the inactive form of the enzyme. Okay, so this is the correct options. Okay, we have to select the incorrect option. So this is not the choice that we are looking for. Therefore, for us, this is not the right choice. Okay, why is highly muscular and exhibits peristaltic movement? Why? So yes, why the food passed through the esophagus through the peristaltic movement, because it contains smooth muscle cells, okay, which are involuntary in action. Okay, so this is the incorrect option for us. Therefore, juice secreted by X contains enzyme trypsin. X is liver. Liver doesn't secrete enzyme trypsin. Okay, so it is secreted by actually pancreas. Okay, and what does the liver secrete? Liver secretes actually bile juice. So therefore, this is going to be the incorrect options. Fortunately, this is what we have to choose. Z of herbivores is longer than that of carnivores. Okay, so Z stands for the small intestine, and the small intestine in case of the organisms which are eating plant-based food is going to be longer as compared to the animals which are consuming meat-based products. Okay, so therefore this is also the correct options, and here we cannot choose that. This is also incorrect for us. So the right options that we have to choose is option C. Okay, so this concludes the discussions for this test series. Okay, thank you very much.